Hi folks, Gordy Tremolin here with episode 5 of part 2 of our Game Plan 2020 series. Today we're talking about fixed operations, service and parts, the business within your business. So when we're talking about operating a service department, a lot of independents don't have one. They may be sublet, that type of thing. Others do. Franchised operations certainly have found out that it's a very, very critical part of their business. Whether you're in favor of one or not, it's an excellent fit and something that you should consider. First of all, just some tips in establishing a service department. Do your homework. Talk to veterans in the industry. And I'm not talking about the guys that are service directors and so forth. Talk to shop foremen, people who've had experience and know how to set up a shop. Okay? Also, get some information from magazines. Read current periodicals. Used car dealer, shop owner are excellent sources of information for you, and I highly recommend them. Once you start to understand how other people are doing it, it becomes easier to configure your own shop and figure out how you're going to establish it. Then when you start to build a business plan, there are 2 books that I would really, really strongly recommend you get. The first is The Evolution of Traditional Service Departments. This has been a really, really good guide in establishing service departments that I've had over the years. The other one, when you're really ready to go, and if you don't know anything, The 7 Controllables of Service Department Operations and Profitability. Excellent books. You can look them up on Amazon. They are costly, but making mistakes is even more costly. So if you're really serious about establishing a service department, I strongly recommend that you check those out and learn from them. So the rest of our time together today, it's going to be impossible for me to tell you how to set up a service department and all the things you do. I just want to give you a few tips and some things to look for as you establish one. First of all, the most important thing in a service operation is trust. Trust matters to your customer. So consider that when you're establishing your service department. Do everything you can to have one single point of contact for your customer, one service advisor. Don't let them talk to one person who greets them, another person who gives them a ride, and another person who is their technician. Because what you'll find is they get confused and they don't know who to trust. Single person contact is most direct communication, and that works best for customers. Secondly, never ever oversell. There's a big misnomer in the franchise world where dealers are told very often they need to sell 3 or 4 hours worth of labor on the average repair order in order to be profitable. I don't see the point of that. I've been doing this for decades, and if you've got 2 technicians there for 40 hours, you got 80 hours to sell, and whether you sell those 80 hours on 90 repair orders or 20 doesn't matter so long as they're all sold. So consider this from the customer's point of view. If they come in for an oil change and you give them a $400 estimate because you're trying to sell extra hours, that's all fine and good until about the 3rd time that you do it, and then they're never coming back again. Address the problem that the customer has and don't oversell, okay? Next tip, in terms of trust, guarantee the lowest price. Many customers will not take you up on that, but just the fact that you tell them that you're the lowest price, or if they get a lower price, you'll match it, gives them confidence to do business with you. It's a trust thing, okay? And lastly, follow up on your customers. When they've been in for service, you want to call them back. And of all the questions you ask, whether they're treated well or if they're happy or so forth, you need to find out if the repair was done right the first time. If it was, that's awesome. If it's not, you need to get it back in and address that. When you call them, if at all possible, call them at work. The reason you do this is because the person sitting next to them is going to wonder about that call. Well, what was that phone call? Yeah, it was right. Everything's perfect. Thanks a lot. Who was that? Oh, that was my service garage. You're just calling to make sure I'm happy. Think about the impression that that makes in terms of your marketing and so forth. Okay? The next thing, convenience matters. Make it easy to do business for your customer. With all this COVID crisis going on, many dealerships have started doing free pickup and delivery. Don't ever think you can put that cat back in the bag. You're going to be offering that from this point on. So make it a marketing plus for your dealership. Offer 30-mile pickup free of charge. Your customer's not going to have you bring the car in for free for a $10 repair. They'll make it worth your while. Just offer that convenience to them. Also, offer e-scheduling, auto pay, anything that you can do that's going to make it easier for a customer to do business with you. Last thing, look at your structure. Okay, a lot of people worry about, well, oh my gosh, I'm charging $60 an hour. Well, the franchise store charges $150 an hour. You know why they get away with that? Because they bid the job. For this water pump, it's going to cost you $412 to fix. So don't worry about pricing. Structure your price so that you've got 75% markup on your labor and 60% markup on your parts. Always quote it guaranteed lowest price and quote it per the job. and that will help you establish your fixed operation. So there's just a few tips. I hope they help you make money, and please, by all means, reach out to me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to help you and answer them any way I can. Until next week, good selling.